A wealthy Florida mansion becomes the scene of a cold-blooded murder.
He's the shooter?
He's the shooter, yes.
Come here.
Is there anybody else inside shot?
No.
Okay, it's just you.
Yeah.
You got shot?
No.
Who got shot?
Incident report. Broward County Sheriff's Office. Filed July 6, 2024. Line 1 of the responding deputy's narrative reads exactly as it would for any property dispute or noise complaint. Officers responded to a residence in reference to a shooting. 9 words. No indication that behind that single sentence sat a body on a living room floor and 21 shell casings scattered across the tile. Picture the property itself, a gated Fort Lauderdale community. The kind of home where the driveway alone tells you the mortgage is paid off. Now picture that same driveway, less than 2 hours later, lined bumper to bumper with patrol vehicles, crime scene tape strung between the columns of the front entrance, and a single evidence marker placed every few feet across a living room that was, until that morning, just a living room. A house built for comfort, cataloged instead as a scene. That's the image worth holding on to, because everything about this case sits inside that contradiction. A home that looked like safety, and a report that says otherwise. Before we go further, if you're the kind of viewer who wants the paper trail and not the guesswork, make sure you're subscribed to the Crime Infinity, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. Here's what the record shows happened on the morning of July 6, 2024, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Just before 11 a.m., the Broward Sheriff's Office Communications Center took a 911 call reporting a man shot.
To give you an idea of just how violent this shooting was, investigators recovered nearly 24 shell casings from the scene. Authorities allege the suspect fired the shots at the victim while his mom and 12-year-old sister were inside the home. It's July 6, 2024. We're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Just before 11 that morning, the police department's communications center received a 911 call that a man has just been shot.
554-205. 718.
The caller gave his name as Darien, 23 years old. What the call taker on the other end of that line did not yet know, what would only become clear once deputies physically arrived, is that the person reporting this shooting and the person deputies would identify as the shooter were, according to investigators, one and the same.
Here's what we've learned from the police report. Officers say the 911 call is from the shooting suspect, 23-year-old Darien Turner.
Hello?
Hello?
Sir, where is the shooter?
I need medical attention.
I need you to listen to me. What is going on?
There's a man shot on the ground.
Okay, who did it to him? Who did this?
I have no idea.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Okay, did you see what happened?
No.
Okay, do you know the male?
Yes.
Okay, who is he to you?
Huh?
Who is this male to you? How do you know him?
He's my stepfather. Are the cops on the way?
Sir, I need you to answer my questions.
No, I need the cops. Are you kidding me?
I have a call already put in for service, sir.
The victim was Darien's stepfather, and it's unclear if he's okay. Shortly after Darien called 911, another family member was on the line with them too.
What happened?
He got shot.
Who shot who?
Please, just send an ambulance.
I have a call in, ma'am. What happened there?
He was shot.
By who?
By somebody in the house.
Okay, give me a description of the person that was shot. That shot the person.
Please just say he's here. They're both here.
Okay, I still need
Just
to know.
send the ambulance.
I have a call in, ma'am. Give me a description of the person.
Please, hurry.
Ma'am, tell me who shot him. Give me a description.
Please hurry.
Ma'am, give me. I have a call and give me a description.
Please.
Ma'am, give me a description.
How far away are they? How far away are they?
I don't know where they're coming from. Give me a description of the person who shot him.
Please hurry. Please, because it's so
Ma'am,
hurry
give
up.
me a description.
Please.
Just stop saying just hurry. Give me a description.
Sit with that distinction, because it's the hinge the entire case turns on. This was not a bystander calling in a stranger's crime. This was, according to the sheriff's incident report, a son calling to report the shooting of his own stepfather,
from inside the house where investigators say it happened. When deputies reached the scene, they located Darien Turner outside the home. According to the report, he still had the handgun investigators allege was used in the shooting in his front pocket.
He's the shooter? Come here.
Officers immediately come into contact with Darien Turner, who still has the alleged gun used in the shooting in his front pocket.
What happened?
My shoulder's out of place. My shoulder's out of... please.
You got a gun on you?
Huh? Yes. Yes, sir.
Where's it at?
It's right here. I'm sorry. No, it's just lift. Yep. There you go. Thank you. Please don't shoot me. Good guy. There you go.
The door. Is there anybody else inside?
Can I go on a knee?
Yeah, just have a seat. Is there anybody else inside shot?
No.
Okay, it's just you.
Yeah.
You got shot?
Just no.
Inside, on the living room floor, his stepfather, identified by local news outlets as 44-year-old Christian Cologne, was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Rescue crews arrived and pronounced him dead at approximately 11 a.m. at the scene. 21 shell casings. That's the number crime scene investigators were covered, according to the incident report. Not one, not two, 21. A single round can end a life in seconds. So ask yourself what 21 rounds are actually documenting. Not a struggle, not a warning shot gone wrong. 21 is the kind of number that turns a shooting investigation into a question about what exactly was happening in that shooter's mind when the trigger kept getting pulled. A home that looked like safety. A report that says otherwise. Hold that phrase, because it comes back twice more before this case is finished. Here's where the paperwork stops being a shooting report and starts becoming something closer to a family's medical history. In a sworn statement to detectives, Darien's mother told investigators her son had experienced mental health issues dating back to 2019 and that he had been diagnosed with schizophrenia, but that in her account, he had never previously turned violent.
This is all, yeah.
Here's what his mom reportedly told officers in a sworn statement. In summary, Redacted said her son began to experience mental health issues since 2019. According to her, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, but has never been violent. However, he believed the victim wanted to kill him. Yesterday, July 5th, 2024, the suspect came by the house, and she thought it was odd that he came by the house again. But the victim was not home, so she did not worry. Earlier in the morning, between 7 and 8 a.m., the suspect came back, but Redacted did not open the door. She told him they were not ready for visitors, so the suspect left. The incident report goes on to say Darien returned to the home just a few hours later at approximately 10:43 a.m., and that's when his mom met him outside the home. According to her, after a brief hug, the suspect pushed past and ran inside the house. He went upstairs to the master bedroom, and she ran after him. Unbeknown to the suspect, the victim was sitting on the couch downstairs. In the bedroom, Redacted tried to contain the suspect and attempted to calm him down. Darien couldn't calm down. He saw his stepfather in the living room, and investigators say the suspect then produced a handgun from his waistband and shot the victim multiple times. Redacted asked her 12-year-old daughter, who was at home with a friend, to call 911. After the shooting, the suspect walked away but came back to see the victim was still moving and making noises, and he shot him multiple times again. The incident report says crime scene investigators recovered 21 shell casings from the scene. Officers say Darien's mom, his 12-year-old sister, and her friend gave consistent sworn audio recorded statements. Darien's mom also gave
She said he believed the victim wanted to kill him. According to her statement, Darien had come by the house the day before the shooting. He returned again the following morning between 7 and 8 a.m., but she didn't let him in, telling him the house wasn't ready for visitors. He came back a third time, just after 10:40 a.m., and that's when, according to her sworn account, after a brief hug at the door, he pushed past her and ran inside. If a family had been managing a documented crisis for 5 years before this morning, what does it take for a private struggle to become a public tragedy? That question doesn't belong in a headline. It belongs in the 5 years of silence that apparently preceded a single morning
that ended with a body on a living room floor. According to the sworn statement, Darien's mother followed him upstairs, trying to calm him down, unaware that his stepfather was sitting downstairs on the couch. When Darien allegedly spotted him from the top of the stairs, investigators say he produced a handgun and opened fire. His mother told police she instructed her 12-year-old daughter, home at the time with a friend, to call 911. And then, according to the incident report, after the initial shots, Darien reportedly walked away, returned, saw the victim still moving, and fired again. A home that looked like safety. A report that says otherwise.
The sworn statement wasn't standing alone. According to the incident report, Darien's mother, his 12-year-old sister, and the sister's friend all gave separate, audio-recorded statements that investigators say were consistent with one another. His mother also handed over Ring doorbell footage, which the report says corroborated her account of Darien pushing past her to force his way inside. 3 witnesses, 1 piece of independent footage, all pointing the same direction. Deputies took Darien into custody at the scene. He was transported for treatment of a dislocated shoulder. The incident report does not specify how the injury occurred, before being brought in for interrogation. And what unfolded inside that interview room deserves its own close look, because it's where the paperwork and the person start to diverge sharply. Left alone before the interview began, Darien reportedly spent close to an hour talking quietly to himself about finishing his GED, maybe starting college, maybe building a business. When the detective entered, he answered routine background questions calmly. Hometown, schooling, plans for the future.
Yeah. I'm Detective Almanzar. How are you? Fine. I'm just really tired.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tired? You getting any sleep lately?
Some.
So I'm in charge of investigating what happened today.
Yes.
Okay. Before that, I want to get to know you a little bit. See who you are. Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. I never went to Cleveland.
Okay.
How old are you?
23.
Okay. You were born in Ohio?
Yeah, but I grew up here.
In South Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What brought you to South Florida?
My parents moved when I was 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to high school here?
Yeah.
What high school did you graduate from?
I didn't graduate, but I went to University School of NSU.
Okay, NSU. What happened? How come you didn't graduate?
I missed a final, and they didn't like that I missed too many days. So since I didn't finish the final, they were like,
"Wow,
can't graduate."
You go to college?
No, I'm thinking about going to college actually.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting my GED and going to college.
What do you want to study?
Business.
You want to own your own business?
Really bad.
Okay. What do you want? What kind of business do you want to
own? Maybe like a tech company.
A tech company?
Yeah.
Are you good with computers?
No.
Okay, but that's what you're gonna go to school for.
Yeah.
Well, I guess sort of, because business is one thing, but computers is another. Do you code?
I don't code. I have no interest in coding. But
what kind of tech then?
I have an idea of like starting like a music application.
Okay.
For Xbox, but that's like a lot of like coding, like you said. Like you have the base idea for it.
You have the idea. Somebody else can do the coding though.
Yeah.
So what would it do though?
Basically, on Xbox, you can't listen to music with your friends right now. So it would be an app that would allow you to play Xbox, but while listening to music with your friends at the same time, and you could switch off.
Can you do it on the PlayStation?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's kind of unique.
Yeah.
Can you do it with a computer?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
So if you can do it on a computer, I'm surprised Microsoft hasn't come up with.
I have no idea about that.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good. Seems like a good thing to do, because if it takes off, then you're gonna be rich.
Yeah, I just really enjoy stuff like that. It's not about the money for me.
What do you do now for a living?
Nothing, which is really bad. So I'm really just trying to get something to build some momentum so I can start my life. So I think college might be the move.
For sure. How do you spend your time now?
Around my brother and yeah.
What's your brother's name?
His name is Gavin.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay. And where does he live?
We live together.
Okay, you guys share What, a house or a condo?
Yeah, a house, but he's, I think, moving for work, which is why I'm probably going to go to college.
What does he do for a living?
He was working at Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
And then...
Doing what? Sales?
I think he's trying to do sales now again.
Okay.
But then he was trying to start his own business, and he was traveling a lot. But just to like have some income coming in, he's gonna go back to Goldman probably.
Okay, it's a good company. It's a great company. I think I saw something that they're about to merge. Saks Fifth Avenue and Goldman Sachs are about to merge in a $2.6 billion deal. Something like that. Yeah, I just saw that. They're two great companies. All right, and so you know how to read and write in English, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though you didn't complete high school, you know how to read.
Yeah, I know how to read.
Do you take drugs?
No.
Okay, so you're sober right now?
Yeah.
Then came the question that mattered most. Asked directly whether he had any mental health conditions that might affect his understanding of his rights, he said no. Asked whether he had ever been diagnosed with anything, he said no again. Compare that against the sworn statement already sitting in the case file. A mother, under oath, describing a documented schizophrenia diagnosis 5 years old. And in the interrogation room, asked the one question built specifically to surface that history, the answer on record is a flat denial. A home that looked like safety. A report that says otherwise. The detective proceeded through a full Miranda warning, confirming Darien's understanding line by line. He answered yes to every question, until the final one. Asked whether he was willing to continue answering questions without an attorney present, he said no. He invoked his right to counsel.
Once the detective Mirandizes him, that's when the interview takes a turn.
Do you have any mental health issues that would preclude you from understanding your rights, if I explain them to you?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with anything?
No.
Okay. All right, so here are your rights. I'm going to read them to you. If you don't understand something, I want you to tell me I don't understand that so I try to explain it to you.
Okay.
Because I want to ask you about what happened today, but I can't ask you anything until I read your rights.
Good.
Okay? These are your rights. You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to speak with an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning, if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time and speak with an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
In regards to this investigation, have you previously asked any police officer to speak with an attorney?
No.
Do you understand your rights that I explained to you?
The interview stopped there. No confession appears in the record. What appears instead is a request for a lawyer and a request to make a phone call once he reached the jail. Within days, a judge found probable cause and ordered Darien held without bond. In August of 2024, he pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder with a deadly weapon. According to the most recent publicly available court records, he remains in custody as his case proceeds through the Broward County court system.
The crime scene technicians later came into the room to take pictures and collect swabs of DNA. Darien was then taken to the Broward County Jail. Just days later, a judge found there was probable cause and ruled to hold Darien without bond. In August of 2024, Darien Turner pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder with a deadly weapon. Online court records show he's still behind bars. His next court hearing is on the calendars for August 20th. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode.
It bears repeating precisely. Darien Turner has been charged, not convicted. Under the law, that presumption of innocence stands until a jury says otherwise. The sworn statements, the 911 audio, and the interrogation footage describe what investigators allege happened, not a legal finding of guilt. What lingers after the shell casings are counted and the transcripts are read isn't the address or the 21 rounds. It's a mother's sworn account of 5 years spent quietly managing a diagnosis the outside world never saw.
inside a house that, from the street, looked like nothing was wrong at all. If you want to verify this timeline yourself, the incident report and probable cause affidavit are part of the public record with the Broward County Sheriff's Office and the 17th Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, filed under the case associated with State of Florida versus Darien Turner. It's public record. Read it and draw your own conclusions, rather than take ours.
We want to know what you think. A mother told investigators her son had a documented psychiatric diagnosis 5 years before this shooting, and that he had never shown violence before that morning. Was there a point along that 5-year timeline where intervention could have changed the outcome? Or is that a question with no clean answer? Tell us in the comments. If this case affected you, do us a favor. Like this video, share it with someone who follows cases like this closely, and subscribe to the Crime Infinity. Turn on notifications because we bring you a new case built entirely on the public record every single week.